during the football season, that ESPN app, ooh, it's so beautiful to me. And I got a little notification this morning saying old Davante Adams requested a trade from Las
Matter of fact,
Vegas.
the request actually. Okay, I don't know if I can say this on here. Never mind, I'm at the section. I can't say it on here. I can't really say it. I can't say it.
Well, I was watching some analysts, as I do, and I can't remember who said it. I should remember, but they said, and I quote, I should remember who said it. Dang, why can't I remember? The name escapes me. I'm sorry. They said, and I quote, it would be surprising if we saw Davante Adams play another snap in Las Vegas. Don't be surprised if he doesn't, because it'd be surprising if he does. Now, he knows probably what you know about the request of the trade. So, let's talk about landing spots for Davante Adams, because I got a couple scenarios for you. Now, if we go back all the way to when Adams was drafted, he was drafted in the second round, the Green Bay Packers, and he played for Fresno State. Now, keep that in mind, the college he played for. Hold up. Don't allude to it yet, Nate. Don't allude to it yet. Because we got to talk about the team he got drafted to first. Because who was on that team?
Aaron.
And where is he now?
New York.
Okay. Landing spot A. YMCA. New York. Reunite with Aaron Rodgers. Likely? Unlikely? Might happen? Give me your thoughts.
If that was going to happen, that would have happened last year. I mean, the Jets have a really, really good receiver in Garrett Wilson. Their receiving core has to get on same page with Aaron Rodgers. And you've given up so much draft capital just to get Aaron Rodgers. It's not worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it. You have a good team. You have a quality nucleus of players. Build off that. I'm thinking other direction, and I'm talking about other direction is the Raiders bet not trade him to Kansas City. You get him out of.
Oh, they just had Rashee Rice tear his ACL. Oh, I didn't think about that.
Believe it or not, believe it or not, they have the draft capital for Davante Adams. Now, Davante wants to get out of Las Vegas, but how much pull can he get to get out of there? Like, you never trade a player to a division rival. Philly did that with Donovan McNabb. So it's been done before with other players and teams. But a player of Davante's, stature, his skill set, you don't give Patrick Mahomes actually a true number one wide receiver. You don't do that. No.
Now, it said, I do want to point this out, the Raiders do not want anything less than a second-round pick.
Exactly.
They don't want anything less than a second-round pick. I just want to point that out.
And again, alluding to my first statement, Kansas City has a draft capital.
It's so crazy to think that they have that. I can't, with the team, 2 Super Bowls, and they still got draft capital.
Because let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay, take it back.
Look what Andy Reid is doing right now. It's very, very simple. It's the Patriots 2.0. You're winning the Super Bowl. You're competing for AFC Championship every year. You have the luxury of being able to trade out of the first round to acquire more draft picks. That has only been done by the greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick. And why so? You can still get first-round talent in the second round. You can give up a first-round draft pick for a team's you know what, two of a team's second and third round draft pick in that draft, you can still acquire first round, second round draft grade players in the second and third round. You can get those first round players and second round talent in the second and third round because players do fall and whatnot. It's attaining the picks in the draft capital. And when you attain those picks in the draft capital, if you look, that keeps your salary cap really underneath because that again,
Mhm.
guys are getting paid rookie minimum, not getting paid big dollars yet. They have to earn that and whatnot. And what you're doing is just again, you're filling needs. Sometimes you're drafting. Sometimes you're drafting for needs. Sometimes you're drafting out of luxury.
And people don't understand this. When a player is drafted pick 32, the last pick of the first round, and a player is drafted
Mark Jackson.
the first pick of the second round, you can't negotiate money with that first round draft pick. You have to give him the first round draft pick money. In the second round, the Saints did this with Kool-Aid McKinstry. In the second round, you can negotiate either first round draft money or second or third round draft money. You don't have to necessarily pay that second round draft pick, even though you scouted them as first round talent, the money they want for the first round. So it's genius. I mean, you trade out, you don't have to pay your rookies as much. You're still getting first round talent, and you're getting more draft capital on top of that. Think about it. Isaiah Pacheco, seventh round pick. And guess what he's doing? Starting for the Kansas City Chiefs.
I can name off so many guys that have been drafted in later rounds that have panned out in a big way. You know, good friend of mine, Richard Sherman, fifth round draft pick. Cam Chancellor, fifth round draft pick. You know, it's been guys that again, Isaiah Pacheco. You know, again, Mark Colston. You know, seventh round draft pick out of Hofstra. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong. Hofstra.
Was it 7 or 6?
No, it's one of it was a late round, but out of Hofstra, and went and played amazing football.
Yeah, Hofstra. That's what it is.
I
Seventh.
mean,
You're right. 7th.
Julian Edelman, seventh round pick. I can keep going and going and going. You get quality talent. That's what these scouts and these coaches get paid the dollars discovering those hidden gems, those diamonds in the rough. I mean, they get paid big bills, and nobody was better than that. And again, I don't want to, just dwell on that, but nobody was better than that than Bill Belichick. Nobody was better than that than finding those diamonds in the rough. The guys that went to Southern Utah Valley, Division III school, but again, fits the mold and gets in a system to where it's going to help him flourish. And again, if I can, I know we have our topics, Connor. Please forgive me. But Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, they're testaments of being drafted to the wrong organization, where offense and that oh yeah, Joe Gibbs was. You know what? That's who I was forgetting right there because it was somebody else, Joe Gibbs, and it's somebody else that again that is really good at discovering those late round draft picks. It's gonna come to me, but I'm gonna say it. But those guys are a testament to where again it's not draft bust, no, but just being drafted to the wrong place, yes.
Now, real quick, I want to talk about landing spot. Technically C, because you gave me a B. Fresno State. I apologize for cutting you off earlier, but I just wanted to have a concise conversation about it. My dad said Parcels.
I can't go. Somebody else. It was somebody else because I know Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells. It was somebody else outside of Joe. It was somebody else who was really good at finding late round talent. Well, I don't know who it is right now. Was it Mike Holmgren? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really gotten into the executive part of football until the more recent years. So I need to dive into it. But landing spot C, real quick. Fresno State, we talked about it. His quarterback there, New Orleans Saints starting quarterback Derek Carr, who is leading the league in a lot of My team leading the league in a lot of QB categories right now. What do we think? No, not even a chance.
You have a solid. Who you gonna give up Chris Olave? He's gonna go to a team that has an established quarterback that really needs a receiver, that needs somebody that can come in and he'll be the piece that can get them over the hump. Now again, I'm just saying this. Antonio Pierce better not trade him to the Kansas City Chiefs. You do not keep him in that division. You make him leave. Um, no, no, he's got to go. Um, but it's so many teams. I can't even think of one right now. You send him somewhere where he'll flourish, but where you don't have to worry about him being a problem to you. Get him out of the AFC. Send him back to the NFC.
And when you call Jeffrey Tepney at 704-464-4544, go ahead and ask him if he wants Davante Adams back in Green Bay.
Yeah, he did.
Now, Nate.
Whoa. Ooh. We didn't think about that.
We didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't have a lot of time to think about it.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. I know we got to go to some. Because remember, was it Josh Jacobs? He was talking about getting him to come back. Didn't think about that. Okay, yeah, okay.